Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for reading the translations and purport. So this is the 8th chapter of the 6th canto of Bhagavatam, where Vishwarupa is describing the details of Narayana Kavacha to Indra. So Indra lost his position because of his own mistake, of course. So he disrespected his Guru Brahmana, and that's a long story which we must have discussed in the previous sessions. So now Indra's mission is to regain the heavenly planets, and all the devatas have to regain their heavenly positions. They are now occupied by all the asuras. So Brahma told Indra and the devatas, you better go to this Vishwarupa, and he will help you regain your positions. And Vishwarupa is equipping our Indra with the necessary strength to fight with the asuras and regain the heavenly planets. So as a part of that, he is teaching Narayana Kavacha. Narayana Kavacha, Kavacha means shield, that it's an armor that protects a warrior on the field. Literally, on the battlefield. Literally, that's what it means, Kavacha. Narayana means the Supreme Lord. There is Narayana Astra also. Just like Narayana Kavacha is there, the protective armor that a devotee wears, not necessarily physically. It's mainly subtle, and it's the protection of the Lord is invoked through chanting mantras. And there is Narayana Astra. When Dhruva Maharaj was attacked by the Yakshas, these Yakshas created so many demonic illusions, and Dhruva just became confused in the 4th canto of Bhagavatam. And when the Yakshas were fighting in a straightforward manner, Dhruva could effortlessly defeat all of them. But when Yakshas took to some demonic illusions, Dhruva became confused. So Dhruva became very perturbed. Then the sages came there and reminded him of Narayana Astra. It's a weapon. So Dhruva picked up that Astra, one arrow, and then chanted the Narayana mantra, and then released that Narayana Astra. Then several weapons came from that Narayana Astra and then destroyed all the demonic illusions of Yakshas. So this is how the Lord protects his devotees. Narayana Astra, Narayana Kavacha, Narayana Mantra, Narayana's name are very much available and accessible to all the devotees whenever they need, so that the Lord protects, so that the devotees can invoke the Lord's protection. The Lord is always willing to protect his devotees, but the devotees have to seek that protection and pray for that protection. And that's what he is doing, our Indra now. So Vishwarupa is teaching this Narayana Kavacha, and this is a very long prayer. The initial few shlokas of this chapter discuss some kind of initial rituals and pre-preparations, Anganyasa, Karanyasa and all that. Later, Vishwarupa just invokes the protection of various forms of the Lord like Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Vamana, Narasimha, Rama, Parashurama. So all these avatars are there, different forms of the Lord. So he just says, let Matsya avatar protect me inside the water. Okay. And let Parashuram protect me in mountains, something like that. So he just invokes the protection of different forms of the Lord. So, and right now he's invoking the protection of the weapons of the Lord. The Lord has different weapons called Chakra. Chakra is Sudarshan Chakra. The Lord is called Chakradhari. So with his Sudarshan Chakra, he kills his demons, kills the demons who trouble devotees. The Lord killed Shishupal with his Sudarshan Chakra. The Lord has Sanga Dhanva. So he has this Sanga Bhav. So with that, he will kill his enemies. and he was holding that bow when he was killing Narakasura and many other demons. And the Lord has Kaumodaki Gada. With that Kaumodaki Gada, he kills so many demons. And there is this shloka from the 3rd canto of Bhagavatam. Kaumodaki Bhagavato Daitam Smareta Digdhamarati Bhatashonita Kardavena Mala Madhuvrata Varutha Giropakushtam Chaityasya Tatvamamalam Manimasya Kanthe Kaumodaki Bhagavato Dayitam Smareta. Lord's Kaumodaki Gada is very dear to him because with this Kaumodaki Gada, he constantly protects his devotees. This Kaumodaki Gada is known to circle the devotees, form a protective circle around the devotees so that no demon or no envious person can enter that circle. As soon as they come closer to the circle, the Lord will just hit their head. The Kaumodaki Gada will hit their head and chase them away. Even Yamaraj says this. Yamaraj informs whom the Yamadutas. Yamadutas went to catch Ajamil, to bring him to hell, because Ajamil has done so many sinful activities. But the Yamadutas were not aware that Ajamil has already been purified by chanting the name of Narayana. Narayana mantra purified Ajamil, and that Narayana mantra acted as a protective cover on Ajamil, and that did not allow the Yamadutas to snatch Ajamil's soul away and take him to Yamalok. So Narayana Kavacha now is meant to protect Indra and the Devatas. Okay. So Yamaraj told the Yamadutas, please don't go near any devotees. Okay. The devotees are always constantly protected by the Kaumodaki Gada of the Lord. The shloka that he says was Te deva siddha parigita pavitra gatha ye sadhavaha samadrisho bhagavat prapannaha tannopasidata harer gadaya bhiguptan naisham vayam nachavayah prabhavama dande te deva siddha parigita pavitra gatha. The glories of great devotees are sung even by devas and siddhas also. Yes, sadhavaha samadrisho bhagavat prapannaha. They are sadhus. They are samadrisha. They have equal vision. They are bhagavat prapannaha. They are constantly surrendered to the Lord. Tannopasidata. Please don't even approach them, my dear Yamadutas. Why? Because Harer Gadaya Bhiguptan, Lord Hari's Gada, Kaumodaki Gada constantly protects. In this way, Gada protects the devotees of the Lord. And even Yamaraj cannot go near them. Even time factor cannot go near them. Even Brahma cannot harm them. So that's the greatness of the weapons of the Lord. Now what about Sudarshan Chakra? Sudarshan Chakra is known to protect his devotees. Sudarshan Chakra has killed demoniac people like Shishupal. The Lord has released his Sudarshan Chakra to kill Shishupal. And Sudarshan Chakra also protected Ambarish Maharaj. As you know, the story of Ambarish Maharaj, he took little water just to break his Ekadashi fast before he fed our Durvasa Muni, who came here as a guest. But Durvasa Muni became so furious and made a big issue out of it, and then he got offended and he even tried to kill Ambarish Maharaj by drinking little water. And he created a fiery demon to kill Ambarish. Then suddenly Sudarshan Chakra came and just burned that fiery demon to nothing, to ashes or to nothing. When fire is burned, ash cannot be created. When fire burns something, ash is created. When fire is burned, what is the result? What is the residue? So fire was burned to nothing, and then Sudarshan Chakra did not stop there. Fire started, the Sudarshan Chakra started chasing our Durvasa Muni. And you know what happened next. So in this way, the Lord appoints his Sudarshan Chakra and Kaumodaki Gada and Sangadhanva and many such weapons like his shield and sword to protect his devotees. Okay. So the Lord protects his devotees. So the point is not which weapon that the Lord uses to protect his devotees. The point is the Lord is always ready to protect his devotees. Okay. With Sudarshan Chakra, the Lord has killed that crocodile who was catching the leg of Gajendra for 1,000 years. And the Lord protected. So the Lord is always willing to protect through his weapons. And these weapons are not just weapons. Like in this world, weapons means, okay, you have a gun or you have a knife. They're all material objects, just matter made of earth, right? The transformations of earth. So that matter is used to kill somebody, to punish somebody. But these weapons of the Lord are not material objects, they're personalities, they're spiritual personalities. Sudarshana is a personality. Then all the weapons are personalities, they have consciousness, they act according to the will of the Lord. So this is what Prabhupada mentions in the purport. And the whole series of shlokas, 8-9 shlokas the devotees have read before the beginning of the class. So all these shlokas are just describing how the Lord protects his devotees in various ways. Okay. So there are 10 topics in Srimad Bhagavatam. One of these topics is protection, poshana. Atra sargo visargascha sthanam poshanamutayah manvantaresha nukatha nirodho muktirashrayah. There are 10 topics in Bhagavatam. We are not going to discuss all the 10 topics now, but one topic is poshana. The Lord is willing to protect his devotees even if they happen to commit some mistakes accidentally, even if they deviate from dharma occasionally, sometimes, okay, not intentionally, but incidentally. The Lord protects. And the Lord even promises in Bhagavad Gita, Ananyas chintayanto mam ye janaha pariyupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. Ananyas chintayanto mam. If you don't think of anything else other than Krishna, ye janaha pariyupasate, with such an undeviated mindset, if you just take shelter of Krishna, ye janaha pariyupasate tesham nitya abhiyuktanam, for such constantly serving devotees, yogakshemam vahamyaham, I take care. Krishna promises, I take care of my devotees, I protect them from all calamities, I supply them what they lack, and I preserve what they have. So this is how Krishna always protects, right? It is Krishna's promise. And even in Mukundamala Stotra, Kulashekara Alvar says, Bhakta Paya Bhujanga Garudamani Trailokya Rakshamani Gopi Lochana Chatakam Budamani Saundarya Mudramani Yah Kantamani Rukmini Dhanakucha Dvandvaika Bhushamani Shreyo Deva Shikhamani Rdishatano Gopala Chudamani Bhakta Paya Bhujanga Garudamani Trailokya Rakshamani. The Lord sits on the back of Garuda, who is like a golden mountain, and he descends from Vaikuntha to protect all the devotees in the three worlds because they are drowning in this ocean of material existence. The Lord wants to protect them from the depths of this material ocean. He has 4 hands, sometimes he has 8 hands, sometimes he has 10 hands, sometimes he manifests in a 2-handed form. With all his hands, he lifts all the devotees from the material ocean. So, Bhakta Paya Bhujanga Garuda Mani Trailokya Rakshamani. He protects all the devotees in the 3 worlds. It is the Lord's promise. When Indra created a devastating rainfall in Vrindavan, what did Krishna do? He immediately lifted this Govardhan mountain and protected all the Vrajavasis. How can the Supreme Lord Krishna allow his devotees to suffer? That to his dearest intimate associates, the Vrajavasis, how can they suffer in the presence of Krishna? Krishna says, it is my vow to always protect my devotees, right? So that is Krishna's default nature to give protection to devotees. He protected Ambarish Maharaj. He is Suhridam Sarvabhutanam Gnatva Mam Shanti Mrichati. He is the dearest friend and well-wisher of all living beings and especially his devotees. He is Samoham Sarvabhuteshu Name Dveshyosti Napriyaha. He is equal to everyone. He doesn't hate anyone. He is not partial to anyone in one sense. But Ye bhajanti tumam bhaktya maite teshu chapyaham. Whoever surrenders unto him, whoever worships him, they receive some special attention from the Lord. Okay, so this is the protection that the Lord offers. Now, let us try to understand this protective aspect of the Lord. Very important. Is a devotee meant to always seek protection of Krishna? Yeah, Krishna is a protector, and you seek protection of Krishna. That's natural. Yes, we are all under the protection of Krishna. Okay, and to be more specific, we are under the protection of Srimati Radharani. Mahatmanastu mam partha daivim prakritim ashritah bhajanti ananya banaso gnatva bhutadimuvyayam. So Mahatmas are great souls, are great devotees, are those who have taken shelter of Srimati Radharani. They render service to Krishna under the guidance and shelter and protection of Srimati Radharani. So we are all protected by Krishna, Radharani, and Sudarshan Chakra, Kaumadiki Gada, and all his agents and representatives and companions and associates. They are there to protect us. Devotees will protect us. But the real protection offered by the Lord is not protection from material calamities, by the way. Now we will begin the class. So whatever we have discussed is just an intro. So yes, the Lord is a protector. But a devotee is not meant to just worship the Lord just because he protects us. Okay. Whether the Lord protects us or doesn't protect us, we should worship the Lord. And whatever way the Lord treats us, that is protection only. Okay. So a devotee, a mature devotee is one who sees Krishna's neglect also as protection, who sees punishment of Krishna also as protection of Krishna. Okay. Who sees material calamity, material misery also as a mercy of Krishna. Right? That is the real protection. So protection is not protection from a calamity. Protection is protection of our consciousness. So the real protection that Krishna gives to all the devotees is he protects the consciousness from being degraded to material desires, material activities. Okay. So when we are encountering some health problems or financial problems or some other adi daivika, adi bhautika, adi adhyatmika kleshas, that doesn't indicate a lack of Krishna's protection. Okay. When we are losing taste in Krishna's holy names, when we are losing interest in hearing about the Lord and chanting the glories of the Lord or remembering the Lord or following the prescribed processes of devotional service, then we are not protected. The real protection that the Lord offers is protection of our consciousness. So then why would anyone give up taste for holy name? The Lord always wants all of us to have taste for holy name, have taste for Harikatha, have taste for worshipping the Lord, have taste for all the processes of bhakti. But why would anyone deviate from it? Because we have minute independence. We have free will. We have an ability to desire, right? So when that element of our personality, that aspect of our personality, which is that little free will, when it is misused, then we deviate from bhakti. Still, Krishna tries to protect us from deviation. He'll just say, please come back, come back, come back. Please don't deviate. Please come back. Krishna reminds us that yato yato nischalati manaschanchalamassthiram tatastato niyamyetit atmanyeva vasham nayet. Whenever your mind goes away from bhakti, please bring it back and focus on your bhakti. Krishna says that. And Krishna sends his devotees. Please, this fellow is just totally deviating. Please bring him back. Devotees also try. Scriptures try, Krishna personally tries, Krishna gives signals as Paramatma from within. But still, if a soul, the living being, insists that I want to get deviated, I want to do sense gratification, I want to do this sinful activity, consciously I'm choosing this, then the Lord says, okay, fine, at your risk. Still, I stay as Paramatma in your heart, continue to observe you, but if that's what you prefer, okay, go ahead. Prabhupada writes in 3rd canto, 12th chapter, the devotee, when he insists, devotee or conditioned soul or a struggling sadhaka, that's a better way to put it. So if people insist on getting sense gratification, even at the cost of compromising on bhakti, the Lord will allow them to do so at their own risk. The Lord will give enough signals to protect them. But if the person, the soul rejects that protection, the Lord doesn't want to force it, because he doesn't relish forced love. He doesn't want forced love. He wants voluntary love. Okay. So the real protection offered by the Lord is protection of consciousness. Now Narayana Kavacha is filled with prayers for protection. Oh Lord, please protect me in hilly areas, in mountainous areas, in underwater, on the earth, on different lands, different countries. Protect me in the sky, and protect me in the first part of the day, second part of the day, third part of the day, fourth part of the day. Please protect me from this, protect me from Bhuta, Peta, Prishacha, Nish. Like so many things are mentioned in Narayana Kavacha. Let me tell you, devotees are not excited with this Narayana Kavacha. All respects to Narayana Kavacha, because it's a part of Bhagavatam, it's divine. But your devotees are not that excited excited in seeking protection from the Lord from some material calamities. Oh Lord, please protect me in the morning, protect me in the afternoon, protect me in the evening, protect me in the night time, protect me in India, protect me in America, protect me in China, protect me from this health problem, protect me from that financial problem. Yeah, devotees sometimes may pray also, that's fine, let them pray. But devotees are not very excited with these kinds of things. The real prayer for protection that devotee offers is, Krishna, please protect my consciousness. Let me not deviate from your bhakti, right? Even if you give me a health problem, no issue. I will not pray. Please keep my health intact. Devotees may pray also. Pray, okay. Krishna, please improve my health so that I can serve you. The focus is on service, not on health. After all, body, whether it is healthy or diseased, one day we have to leave the body only. Right? But as long as we are living, we should protect our health. That's there. It's a priority, even in bhakti. That's there. But the focus is on service. What will you do by having good health? You have to serve Krishna, right? Primary focus is on service to Krishna, and good health is a support. Good financial stability is a support to serve Krishna, right? So you see, Srimad Bhagavatam, all the pure devotees, even if they apparently pray for protection from Krishna, the prayer is mainly to protect their consciousness. The prayer is mainly to allow them to continue to serve Krishna rather than seeking some material sense gratification or facility or comfort, right? So we have Srimad Bhagavatam filled with several prayers. The first prayer that comes in Srimad Bhagavatam is by Arjuna in the 7th chapter. He says, Krishna, Krishna Mahabaho Bhaktanam Abhayankara. Krishna, Krishna Mahabaho, oh mighty armed Krishna, you are Bhaktanam Abhayankara. You cause fearlessness to your devotees. Bhaktanam Abhayankara. Tvam eko dahyamananam apavargosi samsrute. Only you have the capability to destroy this material nature, destroy this samsara davanala, destroy this forest fire of material existence, right? So that is Arjuna's prayer. Why did he pray? The context is Ashwathama released the Brahmastra and Arjuna got bewildered and he prayed to Krishna. And Krishna said, Arjuna, that is Ashwatthama's Brahmastra, you release another Brahmastra and retract both Brahmastras. He got some guidance. Yeah. Apparently, it seems that, okay, he's offering prayer for protection from Brahmastra. But if you continue to read the remaining prayers, Arjuna is glorifying the purpose of Krishna's descent. Arjuna is glorifying Krishna. He have appeared to kill the miscreants, to protect the devotees, and to establish dharma. So many things. Now, the context is a calamity, but the prayer describes Krishna's qualities. Right? They can just say, I'm in some problem, please protect me. That's all. Prayer should be eloquent, especially when you're in an emergency, you use less number of words. No time. But several prayers offered in the context of calamity are filled with glorification of Krishna. Krishna, you're the creator, maintainer, destroyer. You are beyond modes. You perform so many pastimes. You appear in so many incarnations. Why so much glorification? You are in a problem. Speak about the problem. Ask for solution. Close the matter. But why so much of glorification? You take any average prayer of Bhagavatam, most of it is glorification, and the request is at the end. And sometimes the devotees also pray like this. They glorify throughout the prayer. At the end, they say, anyways, you know our problem. If you like, you solve it. Okay, up to you. They leave the matter to the Lord only, right? So this is how they pray. Like Mother Earth was overburdened by demoniac forces. She was really in trouble. Then she goes and Brahma takes her to the Kshir Sagar, and Brahma offers prayers. What was the prayer? He did not say, Mother Earth is struggling, Krishna, please come and protect her, kill all these demons. He said, Sahasra Sirsha Purushaha, Sahasrakshas Sahasrapat, Sabhovim Vishwato Vritva, Atyatishta Dashangulam. Where is Purusha Sukta here? Why Purusha Sukta is being offered here when Mother Earth is struggling there? Okay, glorification. So basically, calamity gives devotees an opportunity to connect with Krishna, to pray to Krishna, to depend on Krishna, to become more and to intensify their remembrance of Krishna more and more. So devotees, pure devotees, there may be some less than pure devotees, they may pray for protection from a calamity, okay? But pure devotees, they don't exactly pray for protection from calamity, even if they do so, but there is a deeper meaning to their prayer, okay? So they pray not just for some material comfort or materially comfortable situation, but they mainly pray to be engaged in Krishna's service. Their prayer is remembrance of Krishna. Now let us see. Prahlad was tormented by his father, Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu tried to kill Prahlad in so many ways. So what did Prahlad do? Did he ever offer a prayer to Krishna, Narayana, Vishnu? Please protect me. My father had sent these ferocious demons with fierce weapons in their hands. Please protect me. Krishna, please protect me. Did he ever say that? Prahlad was thrown in the middle of poisonous snakes. Did Prahlad pray? He is praying. Krishna, Hari, Rama. He is just praying to the Lord, not for protection from snakes. He is just praying just to glorify the Lord. That is his Smaranam, Krishna Smaranam going on. Right? So although Prahlad was subjected to hundreds and thousands of such miseries, Prahlad never prayed to the Lord to protect him from that specific calamity. So the Lord protected Prahlad's consciousness. The real prayer that we can offer to the Lord is, Krishna, please protect my consciousness. Let me be ananyas chintayanto mam. Let me not deviate from your bhakti. Let me not deviate from your thoughts. Let me not deviate from your service. Let me always stay connected with you through Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, etc., etc. Okay. So, Uttara came. Apparently, she's in great calamity. Uttara came running towards Krishna. Pahi pahi mahayogin deva deva jagatpati nanyam twadabhayam pashye yatra mrityu parasparam. Pahi pahi, protect me, protect me. Prayer begins with pahi. Pahi pahi mahayogin, oh great mystic Krishna. Deva deva jagatpate, oh Lord of all lords. Jagatpate, master of the universe, is glorification. More than seeking protection, there's a lot of glorification here. Deva Deva Jagatpate, na anyam tvada bhayam pashe. I can't see anyone who can give protection to your devotees. Abhayam means fearlessness to your devotees other than you. Right? Yatra mrityu parasparam. Mrityu is in front of us. Who can protect? Only he can. One who is beyond mrityu can protect. Even the devatas are also subjected to mrityu. Okay, they cannot protect. So she's coming for protection of her child, not for her. Sometimes devotees pray for protection of other devotees, not themselves. Okay, many times. Now, Uttara prayed for the protection of her son, not for herself. Arjuna prayed for the protection of the universe, not exactly for himself. Because Brahmastra is creating disturbance in the entire universe and Arjuna prayed for protection. Okay, you can see that. Then Bhishma prayed to glorify Krishna. Krishna, thank you. That prayer is filled with gratitude more than seeking protection. Bhishma never said, he was lying on the bed of arrows, not roses, arrows. And there's not a single drop of blood. Every inch of his body is pierced with an arrow. And then Bhishma is praying, Krishna, you are so merciful. You have come to see me at the end of my life. He could have said, let me not die. I will stay alive. And he didn't, even without that prayer also, he has Ichamrityu, Vardhan. But still, he had no interest here. So, this Bhishma felt grateful to Krishna for being present in front of him in those few moments, last moments of his life. So it's a prayer of gratitude more than prayer for protection on a material plane. Okay. So Draupadi, okay, what about Draupadi? Draupadi offered prayer to Krishna. She said, Krishna, please protect me. This Dushyasan, who is so strong, he is just trying to disrobe me in public, in front of all these people. So Draupadi is praying for protection. Not exactly for her own self, but it's an honor. She's an honor of Pandavas. And ultimately, her prayer is to render service to Krishna more than seeking some enjoyment for oneself. Right? So, and that one particular moment where Draupadi offered prayer to Krishna, you know what that whole episode is depicting? Draupadi approached Pandavas, please protect me from this Dushyasan, Duryodhan. They couldn't do much. She approached Dhritarashtra, the king sitting on the throne. He couldn't do anything. She approached Bhishma. He couldn't do much. Drona, he also could not do anything. So, very powerful warriors, powerful dharmic personalities, powerful emperors are sitting there in that assembly. Thousands of members are there in that assembly. Many men were there, capable physically, mentally, intellectually, spiritually, dharmically. In all ways, they are equipped with so much of energy. But all that energy failed to protect Draupadi. So, what is the use of all of that when one is unable to protect a innocent woman, chaste woman, when she is in greatest need? But Krishna has no obligations. Bhima had some obligation. Drona had some obligation. And who is that? Dhritarashtra had some attachment to his sons. And Duryodhan, Dushyasan, they are anyways wicked. Karna, all these fellows are anyways wicked. Pandavas are under some subjugation, right? Under some kind of obligation here. But Krishna has no obligations. Krishna has no attachments. Krishna has no restrictions of time, place, circumstances, especially to protect his devotees. When every single force, when every single Shakti, energy in the entire creation fails to protect you, it is Krishna who can protect you. Draupadi, by invoking Krishna's protection, is proving this point to the entire world that only Krishna can protect. When every single person, powerful person, fails to protect you, it is Krishna who can protect. Right? So the capacity of Krishna to protect his devotees is glorified, declared to the greatest possible extent when Draupadi helplessly shouted, Krishna, please protect me. And he was just sitting in Dwaraka playing with Rukmini Devi. He came immediately, no place restriction. He just came immediately to protect Draupadi. Right? So that is to prove Krishna's protecting ability. Okay. So all these pastimes where the devotees are being protected by the Lord should be seen mainly from the perspective of rasa, perspective of loving bonding between Krishna and his devotees, rather than devotees seeking some material comfort from the Lord. Right? Apparently, devotees are in some difficulty, and then the Lord came and protected. Yeah, yes. Whenever you have some problem, we can contact. So he is phone number of Krishna. Okay, contact him, dial this number, and he will come and protect. That's not the point there. So it's love. Acharya Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur writes like this very nicely. The Lord even purposefully puts his devotees into difficulties. Purposefully. And he himself will come and relieve them from the difficulties. Why is it so? There is rasa. Right? There is rasa in it. Now, when you are having a series of happy moments, you cannot relish every happy moment in the same way. But there are some happy moments. Suddenly there is a very distressful moment. After that series of distresses, suddenly a happy moment comes. You feel a sense of relief. At that time, that moment is enjoyed greatly by the person who just underwent some distress. Just like I give this example, after eating mirchi and then you are feeling so hot inside, burning, your tongue is burning, your throat is burning, your eyes are watering, your nose is watering, then someone gives you sweet, it's more relishable, right? But if you eat 10 sweets and someone gives you 11 sweet, it's not that relishable, isn't it? It's so sweet, same sweet. Okay. But the background matters. Okay. So you keep gold ornament. So you have golden ornament and you put it on some white background. Okay. You put on white background. It's not that visible. But you put it on a nice velvet cloth background, then it becomes more visible. You can locate when you go for dressing in a tray filled with so many ornaments. You can look at, okay, here is Natni, here is Damni, here is a necklace, here is bangle, here is anklet. You can locate. But if you take a steel plate, all gold jewelry, silver jewelry, you can't look at it, where is what? Right? So that background matters, the contrast matters. So Krishna sometimes may purposefully allow his devotees to undergo some difficulties, and he himself, match fixing, he himself will come and relieve his devotees from the difficulties. And there is a special rasa, special emotions, sweet emotions are created in the hearts of the Lord and the devotees. And that enhances the loving bonding, that enhances the sweetness of relationship. We need to see this from that perspective, right? So when Kunti Maharani comes to Krishna and says, Vipadaha santuta hashashvat tatra tatra jagat guru bhavato darshanam yasyat apunar bhavadarshanam. So when she says, Krishna, let calamities come more and more, she is not chanting Narayana Kavacha. When Kunti Maharani had difficulties, she was not chanting Narayana Kavacha like Indra. Indra is not a pure devotee, but Kunti Maharani is a pure devotee. You understand the contrast between devatas, some devatas, not all, some devatas who seek material protection from the Lord by chanting some Narayana Kavacha, this Kavacha, that Kavacha. Nothing to demean Kavachas, nothing to demean Lord's protection, but to highlight pure devotees' focus. Pure devotees' focus is on relationship with Krishna, not protection from calamity. If calamity gives me an opportunity to intensify my relationship with Krishna, let me welcome calamities. That is her mood, right? Indra wants to avoid punishment, avoid misery. He He is attached to heavenly enjoyment. So he may chant Narayana Kavacha, regain his heavenly planets. Of course, in one sense, it's a part of the Lord's cosmic plan. Indra is supposed to be ruling the kingdom. No offense to Indra also. But I'm just highlighting the contrast between pure devotee and a mixed devotee. Where is their attachment? Where is their focus? Pure devotee's focus is their remembrance on Krishna, remembrance of Krishna, and recollection of Krishna's pastimes and relationship with Krishna. But those who are not pure devotees, they may still depend on the Lord for solving their material problems. The relief seekers, Arto Jignasur Artharthi, Gnani Cha Bharatarshabha, Artha Bhaktas. Artha Bhaktas go to temple. For what? Relief. The relief seekers. Mandir gaya to shanti milta hai. That is their focus. So whether they have devotion or not, whether they have understanding of philosophy or not, they will go to temple. I go to this temple, so this deity temple, that deity temple, this Baba temple, that so-and-so Sadhu temple. When I go, the ambience is peaceful. And the bells of the temple are very peaceful. The birds are chirping nicely. The trees are just waving nicely. Cool breeze is coming. The compound of the temple is good. How much they connect with the Lord, they don't know. How much they understand the tattva of the Lord, we don't know. But they want relief. Artha Bhaktas. They are also great. They are magnanimous. Krishna glorifies them. But they are not pure devotees. Right? So pure devotees are not relief seekers. Pure devotees are not wealth seekers. Pure devotees are not even knowledge seekers. Pure devotees are rasa seekers. They want rasa with Krishna. They want relationship with Krishna. They want remembrance of Krishna. They're seekers of smaranam. They're seekers of Krishna's love. They are distributors of Krishna's love. They give their love for Krishna. They give love for Krishna to others also. In this process, they can undergo some calamities, not a big issue, right? Calamity, no problem, welcome. Kunti is saying, Vipataha Santutaha Shashvat, let my son be poisoned again. Let our house be set on fire again. May we be attacked by man-eating demons again. Let my sons be attacked by fierce weapons of enemies again. Let my daughter-in-law be disrobed again. No issue. Let more and more calamities come again and again. Vipadaha santutaha shashvad. Shashvad, perpetual calamities, right? Tatra Jagat Guru. She is praying for calamities, it seems, but she's not praying for calamity. She is praying for opportunity to see Krishna. What does that mean? If there is no calamity, Krishna doesn't come to protect. Krishna doesn't come to give darshan. Yeah, Krishna comes to give darshan. Kunti Maharani is praying to Krishna and wanting to see Krishna not only in calamity, even when she is happy also. Right? Whether devotees are in a happy situation or a distressful situation, their prayer and their eagerness to connect with Krishna remains the same. Maro bhi, rakho bhi, jo ichha tuhar. Whether you want to protect us or punish us, ignore us, it's your wish. You have independence. You are supremely independent. You have given us independence. You have given us free will, and you are not interfering with our independence. I will also not interfere with your independence. I will not push you to reciprocate with me. I will not force you to give me darshan. Right? I desire it. If you sanction it, great. If you don't, then also great. But my relationship with you is on. You want me to undergo difficulties? No problem. You want me to undergo happiness? No issue, right? I'm not attached to happiness or distress. I'm attached to you. I'm attached to the way you treat me. So this is the mood of a devotee. Whatever may be Krishna's treatment, devotees gratefully accept it. Devotees' hearts are filled with gratitude. Kunti is saying, Vipada hasantuta hashasva tatra jagat guru bhavato darshanam yasyat. When I get your darshan, apunar bhava darshanam. I don't have to take darshan of this material world. Again, what does that mean? Kunti is seeking liberation from this material world. Okay, apunar bhava darshanam. Good. I'll undergo some calamities. I'll be purified. Okay. And then so I'll undergo some calamities, then I will be relieved from this material world. That is her focus, not that. Apunar bhava darshanam means in this bhava, in this material existence, there is no darshan which is equivalent to you. So your darshan is the best darshan that is available in this material world. So your asamordhva, I can, the greatest darshan that I can have in this material world is yours only. I want that. I want darshan. Your darshan is very rare. Your darshan is very precious. It's unavailable anywhere in this material world. So if calamity is giving me an opportunity to have your darshan again and again, let me see you, let me serve you. Okay, let me have more calamities, no issue, right? So those who do not have calamities in life, those who do not have problems in life, they may say, problem, let it come, no problem. They may say that. But she's already immersed in hundreds of problems and she's inviting more problems, right? Because in all those problems, she is relishing Krishna's love. She's tasting Krishna's prema. She wants that taste more and more. One who is intoxicated with Krishna prema wants to drink that Krishna prema more and more. That's why people say don't get intoxicated, don't drink, because it becomes an addiction. You drink once, you feel like drinking twice and thrice, 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times, 1,00,000 times. You become a drunkard. Same thing with Krishna prema also. You relish Krishna's prema once in a situation, and if that situation happens to be a calamity, because you're addicted to Krishna prema, you're addicted to Krishna's attention. Okay, let me have more calamity so that I can get more Krishna's attention, right? So that's, I don't want any more calamity. We say that, I am saying that, Krishna, you don't have to come to me. I'll not bother you, don't worry. Okay, I will manage on my own. Not like that. If calamity is giving me an opportunity to get intoxicated, I'm getting one more cup of wine, okay, of Krishna prema, Sidhu, then I'll take more, right? Because I'm an addict. I have become addicted to drinking Krishna prema. So I want more, and your, like that. So that's why Kunti Maharani is praying for more calamities. Gopis of Vrindavan, the topmost devotees of Krishna. They say in the Gopi Gita, what was that shloka? Vishajalapyaya vyala rakshasad Varshamarutad Vaidyutanala Vrishabhayatmajad Vishwato Bhayad Rishabhate Vayam Rakshitavuhu Vishajalapyayad Vyala Rakshasad. Krishna, you protected us from Vishajala. What is that? Kaliya's lake. Vyala Rakshasad, you have protected us from so many demons like Aghasur, Vyala Rakshasad, Varsha Marutad, you have protected us from Varsha, Indra's devastating rainfall, Marutad, Indra's winds also, and also it indicates Trinavarta. Trinavarta is wind demon, right? Varsha Marutad, Vaidyutanalat, Vrisha Mayatmajat, you protected us from Arishtasur. Then Mayatmaja is who's that? He keeps everybody in the cave, right? Vyomasur. Okay, you have protected us from Vyomasur. So many calamities you have protected us, right? You protected us from so many calamities. Just meditate on this shloka. Visha Jalapyayad Vyala Rakshasad Varsha Marutad Vaidyutanala. Then last they say Rishabhate Vayam Rakshita Muhu. Rishabhate Vayam. Oh Lord, you have protected us. Rakshita Muhu. Rakshita is protecting. Muhu means constantly. You have constantly protected us. So thank you for that. But just imagine, not imagine, just recollect. Were the gopis present in all these demon attacks? Okay, Vishajalapyat. Were the gopis there? Who were affected by the poisonous waters of Kaliya? Gopas. They drank and they fainted. Nothing happened to gopis. Vyala Rakshasat. When Aghasur swallowed all the gopas, were gopis there? No. Vyala Varsha Marutad. Yes, gopis were there. Vaidyutan, and when this whirlwind demon came, gopis were not there. So most of these demon attacks were on Krishna. And when Krishna was encountering these quote-unquote dangers, some gopas were around him. Most of the times the younger gopis were not with him. But why these gopis are saying that Krishna, you have protected us from all these demons? They're saying, you have protected yourself from these demons. The demons attacked Krishna. Many demons did not even target other Vrajavasis. There were some like Aghasur targeted, but most demons targeted only Krishna. And Krishna fought with them and protected himself. Krishna, thank you for protecting yourself. Rishabhate vayam rakshitamuhu. Thank you for protecting yourself so that you are available to us to receive our services. The focus is on service. Okay, we want to serve you. If you don't protect yourself, if you are swallowed by Bakasur, what will happen to us? In the sense that what will happen to you without receiving our seva? When the gopis are praying, gopis are feeling that so many demons are attacking Krishna, or Krishna is going away from Vrindavan. They are crying, not mainly because they want some enjoyment. They want to serve Krishna, and not that they want to serve Krishna for their enjoyment. They are concerned that Krishna will miss this high-grade service. The service that we render to Krishna in Vrindavan is the topmost service. In comparison to this service, high-grade service, nobody, whether they're Mathura Vasis or Dwarka Vasis or Hastinapur Vasis or Swargalok Vasis or Patalok Vasis, nobody has ability to serve Krishna and please Krishna to the degree gopis do. If Krishna goes away from Vrindavan, that's a great calamity for the gopis, for all the Vrajavasis. But not that this calamity causes them inconvenience. The calamity causes a situation where Krishna is deprived of the high-grade service of the gopis. That's where the gopis are concerned. Okay, so we want to serve you. Thank you for protecting yourself so that we can serve you. So when we serve you, you get the best class service. When others serve you, they give mediocre service. They're sincere, but they are not able. They're not capable. The ladies of Mathura or the queens of Dwaraka, they don't even know how to cook properly. We will cook better and feed you. They can't cook like us. They can't decorate themselves like us to give pleasure to your eyes. They can't sing like us to give pleasure to your ears. They can't cook like us to give pleasure to your tongue. So all the senses of Krishna are completely satisfied only in Vrindavan, especially in the association of gopis. When Krishna goes away from Vrindavan, Krishna will miss this high quality service, and that's the concern of gopis, not anything else. So the so-called calamities that come in Vrindavan or in the lives of any pure devotees are they don't instigate the devotees to pray for protection from the calamity. They only intensify the remembrance of the devotees, remembrance of Krishna in the hearts of devotees, and they long to serve Krishna. Even if a devotee wants to live, attempts to live in this world by protecting himself or herself from all kinds of calamities, that is only to continue to serve Krishna. Krishna has put me in this situation. He wants a specific service from me. Let me maintain myself in such a way that I'm available for his service. Otherwise, I have no interest in life or in death, in liberation or in bondage, in Bhulok or Swargalok or even Golok. My focus is on seva, service to Krishna. Initially, apparently, devotees may pray for protection, but somehow or other, if they maintain connection with Krishna, seeking protection, that connection will relieve them from that seeking of protection, and they will start thinking of Krishna in a more devotional way, not in a liberation-seeking way, not in a pleasure-seeking way, not in a comfort-seeking way, not in a relief-seeking way, but actually seeking Krishna's pleasure, to serve Krishna. Gajendra prayed for protection initially. Krishna, please protect me. Madrak prapanna pashupasha vimokshanaya muktaya bhuri karunaya namolayaya. Krishna, please protect me from this crocodile. Because the crocodile is catching me for 1,000 years. Please protect. Gajendra prayed like that. But within a few moments, Gajendra said, even if you protect me from this crocodile, I have no attachment to this elephant body. Please protect me from this ignorance. Please protect me from this attachment to this material body. You can see the prayers of Gajendra, last few prayers. Gajendra says that I don't want this to maintain this material body anymore. I'm not attached to this being Gajendra, the lord of elephants, the king of forest. I don't want that. Okay. So, there are some kings, 655. I'll conclude in 1 or 2 minutes. So there are some kings, 20,000 kings. They were arrested by Jarasandha. Okay. They all wrote a letter. They found a messenger, they wrote a letter to Krishna, then gave to the messenger. Messenger came to Dwarka and then read that letter. Krishna, this is a letter from all these kings who were arrested by Mr. Jarasandha. Please come and protect us. Protect them. So Krishna went. Krishna went with Bhima, Krishna went with Arjuna, and you know what happened, and Bhima killed Jarasandha, and Krishna went and relieved all these 20,000 kings. And the king said, Lord, thank you. Not for protecting us from this arrest of Jarasandha, but for protecting us from that ignorance. The real protection we are seeking from you is protection from ignorance. What ignorance? We are kings. We are kshatriyas. We are constantly focusing on expanding our kingdoms. We are desiring to increase our empires. We are attached to this material world, our fame, name, position, prestige. So please protect us from this illusion. Please protect us from this ignorance. Please make our consciousness Krishna consciousness. So this is the prayer. So when a difficulty comes in life, yes, we can pray to Krishna to relieve us from the difficulty, provided relief from the difficulty facilitates our service. But if we can remember Krishna in the difficulty better, according to the example set by great devotees, we may even desire to continue in the difficulty and be Krishna conscious. Okay, so this is what all the devotees are teaching us. We may not be able to immediately imitate their examples, but we can aspire to follow their footsteps. That much we can do. So when we read Srimad Bhagavatam sincerely, in the right mood, when we hear Srimad Bhagavatam sincerely, in the right consciousness, Bhagavatam will equip our consciousness with the necessary maturity to see calamity as mercy of Krishna. To see, Bhagavatam is Tapatraya Unmulanam, right? It is Tapatraya Unmulanam, means all the threefold material miseries are completely vanquished by taking shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam. That does not mean if I read Srimad Bhagavatam, if I study Srimad Bhagavatam, if I hear Srimad Bhagavatam, I will not get any miseries caused by body and mind. I can still become sick. Okay, I can still become exhausted. I can still have sunstroke or malaria. Mosquitoes may bite me. Many things may happen. So I will still encounter Adhyatmika, Adibhautika, Adidevika kleshas even after reading Srimad Bhagavatam. Although Bhagavatam promises, I am Tapatrayan Mulanam. It's not literal. I will relieve you from calamities. That's not what Bhagavatam is saying. Bhagavatam is saying, I will equip you with the necessary strength and wisdom and maturity to deal with the calamities and see those miseries as mercy of Krishna. Tapatraya Unmulanam, right? So when we take shelter of Bhagavatam, When we make friendship with the shlokas of Bhagavatam, when we make friendship with the characters of Bhagavatam, when we absorb the lessons of Bhagavatam within our heart, when we internalize them, when we assimilate them, when we realize them, then tapa is no more tapa. Tapa is seen by us as kripa. Misery is seen as mercy. We will be able to see the hand of Krishna in all circumstances in life. Tapatraya unmulana means when tapa becomes kripa, when misery becomes mercy, where is tapa? Where is misery? So, we basically, Bhagavatam changes our vision, our perspective of looking at things. Things will not change in this material world. It is dukkhalaya shashvatam. Only dukkha will be there. In a salt mine, wherever you scratch, you will only get salt. You will not get sugar. You will not get kadi shakar. You will not get rasmalai milk. You will not get gulab jamun juice. You will only get salt. Material world means there is misery. Existence of misery doesn't necessarily indicate non-existence of Krishna's mercy. When we have the right consciousness, existence of misery and existence of mercy are seen equally. Yes, this misery is equal to Krishna's mercy. It seems too much, but that's what Bhagavatam is teaching us. That's what last 1 hour we are discussing the same thing, right? How to see misery as mercy. That's what we are seeing. All these great devotees are not praying for protection from a material calamity. They're praying for connection with Krishna. You want protection from calamity or connection with Krishna? When there is connection with Krishna, protection from material calamity is by default there within it. You don't have to separately pray for it, isn't it? Okay, there is no end to this discussion, but we will end the class now. Thank you very much. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.